Tough game for us tonight, but a lot of credit to Ohio State on why it was difficult. I thought that their defense was terrific against us, and we really struggled to get points in the paint tonight. I think that was the big difference. I think our postgame was 6 for 25. Now, some of those are outside shots, but points were hard to come by in the paint. I thought we were a little bit tentative. I'm not sure if that's the long layoff of 9-10 days in between games, or we were just a little tentative from the start and on our heels. But a lot of credit again to Ohio State. Offensively, they were terrific in the first half with their shooting percentage. I thought we did a much better job in the second half, but the one-on-one ability by Amherst and the one-on-one ability by Raven Ferguson was a big difference in the game tonight, and they created havoc with their penetration. We did a pretty good job of making them go 2 by 2 by 2, which is a philosophy of ours, and not giving up threes, and kept them off the foul line. But their dribble drive offense tonight gave us fits, and we'll get back in the film room and get better at that. We made a run in the second half, and I looked out there, and we had 4 freshmen and a first-year transfer on the floor. So we had 5 newcomers on the floor when we did make a run back at them. And that bodes well for the future. And last but not least, big shout out to our crowd tonight on NFL playoff days. Men are on the road. For us to continue to grow this fan base in a quick time and have over 4,000 incredible support tonight. And I hope that they'll come back. We'll have better days in the next, not only this year, but in the years to come. And I'm really excited because I believe that fan base can really help us.
Questions? Coach, was it their physical strength, especially Amherst and Raven at the guard play? Your kids are young. I mean, have they run into that kind of physical strength?
You know, the only time we see, Jim, that strength is against our men's practice players. And man, I'm glad school's coming back in session on Monday. So we're not always practicing against ourselves, but we really worried that not only did we give up size in a lot of positions, we gave up weight and we gave up that girth. And if Amherst can get even with you, it's a win for her because she can use her body so well. And people are going to talk about Bantam, and people are going to talk a lot about great guards in this league, but Amherst has to be considered the elite point guard, or at least in the discussion have becoming the elite point guard in this league. She's really tough to handle with smaller point guards. And in Raven, hats off to Kevin and his staff. Raven's playing harder than I've ever seen her in her career, and everyone in the country knows how talented she is. It was just a matter of how hard she'd play. And some of that's her, but some of that's also the coaching staff.
When you play Ohio State the second time, what are you going to try and do to account for that strength or size mismatch?
Well, that's a good question. I really don't want to worry about that right now. We'll go back and watch film, and we have a lot of other things to worry about before that. But we'll figure out what we did well and what we have to change. The hard part for us is we're not a great zone team, and the majority of teams zone them. And we just are not a good zone team, but my knee-jerk reaction is hopefully we get better.
Did they surprise you at all with anything?
I'm surprised they didn't play us some zone. Their man was really good, and I worried about how good they are with rest. And they had a bye week, and they haven't looked as good on one-day preps and some short turnarounds. But I knew there would be a plan, and they had a lot of time to prepare for us. And I thought they put together a really nice game plan, and really we were on our heels from the beginning offensively, and that's disappointing because we've played a little bit fearlessly this season, and we've made a lot of shots. And not very many people have made shots against them. You can go to UConn and Maryland and everybody. Their field goal percentage defense is great. And I thought it was a little bit quicksand in the first half when we started missing some shots.